Hello, PCW friends. First, let me add my gratitude to your gratitude as we thank the Holy One for bringing our new pastors, Gray and Ann Marshall, and their sons, Henry and Simon, into our lives and us into theirs. Let's celebrate this new beginning, but also trust in the unfolding of what's being created. Today I have two announcements, and I also want to introduce our theme for this Sunday's worship and get you thinking about it a little bit. So first, the two announcements. You'll hear them here, but you will also see those in your email blasts. The first one is that Wednesday, June 17th, 7 p.m., the worship committee and I will be hosting a prayer vigil for healing and justice. This is virtual. It's on Zoom. You'll find the Zoom link in your email, along with an invitation to RSVP to Kristen Hurd. Now, this will just be a simple framework. There will be time for you to offer your own prayer if you wish, out loud or in silence. It's a time to bring all that we are feeling right now, all that we're suffering, all that we're hoping for, and to hold that in the light of God's compassion and God's justice, God's peace, and God's healing, and to support each other as we pray. The second announcement is that many of us, all of us, are witnessing, and many of us are feeling, just the grief and the anger and the passion in the struggle to fight against racial injustice and the systems that perpetuate racial injustice. And I, along with many other white people, are asking, what can we do? And often one of the first answers that comes back is educate yourselves. So we're going to do that this summer. We're going to begin that this summer. So we're going to hold some faith and justice summer reading groups. And we'll begin with the book, White Fragility, Why It's So Hard for White People to Talk About Racism. And that's a book by Robin DiAngelo. So what you need to know right now is get the book. Again, this will come out to you in writing in your email blast. The books on this topic, the popular books on this topic, may be hard to get. You may have to wait a little bit, so go ahead and get your order in. Digital copies are available. Get the book, start reading, and watch for more information, dates and times when we'll meet and discuss. So now for Sunday. You'll hear two readings this Sunday, one from Genesis and one from Matthew. And both of these readings have a common theme. That theme is hospitality. That's going to be our theme this Sunday. So what do you think about first? What comes to mind when I say the word hospitality? And what if you considered hospitality as an attribute of God, as central to our lives with God? In fact, maybe a word we could use to describe what's at the heart of our relationship with God, which begins with God's radical hospitality toward us. So I invite you to begin to think about hospitality as associated with God and our relationship with God. And then think about how that might call us and challenge us right now. In the time of a pandemic, for example. How to be the church. Who needs hospitality? When we talk about reopening, what does that mean? How can we be hospitable when we can't be the church maybe in the ways we normally are? Think about it in these days of protest against racial injustice on behalf of people who say they feel excluded and unwelcome. So give that some thought, and I'll see you on Sunday.